Let's talk about your first week in the gym. Now, I'm relatively new to weightlifting. When I think about all that I've learned and how much information I've soaked up and applied, I'm amazed that it's been less than a year when I first walked into the weight room. In fact, the other day I was deadlifting a relatively heavy weight, and this lady looked at my physique and my barbell and asked if I compete. These are things I would not get the pleasure of hearing if I was exercising alone at home. So every few weeks or months, I will venture off and try a new program. Well, I picked up a book that supposedly had great reviews, and I actually enjoyed the first couple of workouts it took me through. But when I got to day 3 or 4, I started to write down my workout for the day, and I got stumped. I couldn't figure out how to do one of the exercises. Another of the exercises seemed complicated too. And you know what I did? I found another lifting program. I think that's the snag that with women who want to start lifting, they find a program to try, but they come to an exercise that's just too complicated, so they give up. Well, not here. These are all very simple exercises, and of course, if you have questions, please ask me. We'll also talk about finding a good time to go to your gym because it can be easier to get comfortable with new equipment when you go during a slow time. I love going to my gym. It's easy to get to. It's about 3 miles from my house. It has lots of windows and it feels really open. The employees are very friendly and helpful. When you are picking a gym, make sure you go with one that you actually enjoy going to versus one you dread. Even if it's slightly more expensive, it will probably be worth it in the end, paying more for somewhere you actually want to go to and you feel comfortable taking your kids to. Some questions to ask before you consider a gym membership, before you commit. Is the gym less than 15 minutes away? Any longer, and you may start to compromise your commitment because of commute time. Is there ample parking, or do you have to fight every time you need to park? Do you feel welcome when you walk in? Are the child care workers friendly? Did they remember your child's name after only a few times? Is the gym spacious? Is the equipment clean and updated? When you look around, do you enjoy being there? If not, you may want to look around a little more. It will be well worth your time and energy to find a place that you really enjoy. We have access to 3 different gyms with our membership, and although I've tried the other 2, in fact, one is within walking distance of my house, I always drive the 10 extra minutes to go to my favorite gym where I'm most comfortable. I love getting there. So let's talk about when your workouts should happen. If you can go the first time with your husband or with a friend, it might be a little more comfortable. Also, when I first started working out, I would try to rush us out the door and get us there by 10 a.m. It's amazing how your standards drop after you have kids. But I found that around 11 a.m., the gym would start to empty out. I was on the Stairmaster the other day and there were only a few other people in the room with me. You'll start to get a feel for quiet times in your gym. In fact, ask the front desk when their quiet times are. Try to work out during these times. Since I go in the late morning, the baby still gets a good nap, and then I have other kids out of the house before the universal let's drive mom crazy at 10 a.m. So for your first week in the gym, I'm going to walk you through some very basic lifting exercises that will introduce you to some new equipment. There are 4 workout days here, so hopefully you can find 4 days in the next week that you can get there and start making yourself at home and enjoy a little me time. Here's an important point though that I will reiterate throughout this slideshow. After you have done a light warm-up set, I want you to pick a weight that challenges you. I'm asking you to move a little outside your comfort zone, but doing this consistently will give you results in a few weeks. Picking up heavier weights over time will continue to give you results that include fat loss and a beautiful curve to your muscles. So grab a notebook and a pen, and if you haven't already, and let's get started. Be sure to download the 4 days PDF off to the side. And that's it. 4 days of really simple, really key exercises. Write them down on a Post-it or in your notebook and take it to the gym, and you can totally do this. Work as hard as you can and try to push yourself, and then go home. This way your baby will see that when you drop them off, you will be back before they know it. I see moms having to come get their new babies frequently because they're not comfortable being left in the care of another person. But I try to encourage the mom to stick it out. If you make the gym a regular part of your routine, your baby will come to expect it. It won't be new and uncomfortable forever. On the other hand, if your baby is comfortable and you still want some more time, find a piece of cardio equipment and work out at a pretty low intensity, and try to scope out some of the weights while you're doing that. Or my favorite, just go find a place to sit and relax. Let's talk about a training program now. Jamie Eason's Live Fit Trainer is such a great program for everyone, especially beginning lifters, because it is doable and every exercise has a video detailing what you need to do exactly. She's also got a post-pregnancy trainer that you should check out if you're new or postpartum. If you're not comfortable doing certain exercises, there are alternatives. As you get into strength training, you'll find that there's always an alternative for the muscle that you're working. So there's some exercises that I just don't like to do, so I'll do an alternative. This is good to know, especially if someone is hogging a piece of equipment. You just do your alternative. Also, on day 1 of the Live Fit Trainer, there's this exercise called the flat bench cable fly that I would hardly be comfortable performing. So an alternative is just get on an exercise bench, a flat bench, and have 2 lighter dumbbells and just lay on the bench and just do that with the dumbbells instead. She has it hooking up to a cable fly machine, so you're in between 2 cables, and if you're comfortable doing that, go for it. But like I said, there's always more comfortable alternatives, especially for new lifters. All right, and for the homework, I want you to watch my YouTube video on 3 reasons why you can be confident in the gym. I want you to write your workout times on your calendar and make them happen this week. Just 4 days, you can do it. I also want you to watch episode 5, Training for the Body You Want by Dr. Todd Miller. And then I want you at some point to look at phase 1 of the Live Fit Trainer and complete week 1, either starting right now or after you complete the very basic beginner guide that I've given you in the PDF.